I'm releasing this video because I am new to freestyle cutting and just sword buying in general, and there's a lot of information out there, so let me just get to it. Today I received my Ronin Katana RK model number 2. Basically, it's just an entry-level cutter. Let me take it out of the box here. So that's the shipping box, okay? And this is the box the sword comes in, right? Okay. So just give me a second to take a look at that. Okay, so on to the opening here. So yeah, it's been in storage, it's got a little dust on it, no big deal. You know, most swords are shipped with petroleum product on them, so the blade is probably going to have petroleum on it, which would not be too much of a surprise, but that's okay. They do that for a good reason, so your blade doesn't rust. Alright, so here's the sword in here. They have it nicely wrapped. Just basic cotton wrap here. So let's untie it. Okay. Now for a second I'm going to remove the box. Okay. So here is the sword. Katana. I'm going to turn this around so you can get a better view at it. Throw that over here. So here's the sword, right here. Kind of caught it on the ceiling there. It's okay. No harm, no foul. Anyway, this is the sword. It's kind of a matte finish on the saya here. And just to give you a better idea of the Suba looks like. I'm just kind of give you a little perspective here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a nice little design, right? So I'm going to open the blade, open the sword out of the saya. Okay, it's right here. Just take a good look at the blade there. I've got a little light. So yeah, it's got some petroleum products on there. That's okay. I'm going to clean that off, and then I will properly oil the sword, the weapon. On the website, ronikatana.com, in the description it says that this sword is differentially hardened, which of course is when they basically paint the clay on during the hardening process to create a natural hamon on the blade. So you can see the hamon despite the petroleum product that I'm going to remove here shortly. But it really is, for $99, being an entry-level sword, it really is, it's pretty. Now I haven't done any cutting yet, but I will. And that's real ray skin in there too. So yeah, it's a beautiful sword. It's my first. I do have another sword coming in, and this particular sword, the RK model, is rated for bottle cutting, and I don't intend to use it for more than that. But just give you a better idea from the tip all the way to the end here. See? So it's a pretty sword. Now the saya, like I said, it's got a matte finish. Nothing too impressive there, but we're talking about entry level here, so it's $99, so you get what you pay for. like I said, I have another sword on the way, and I'll do an unboxing on that sword as well. So, but this is the sword, and what I will do is I will see if I can give a closer look here. The blade. What I will do is I will clean the blade promptly, and then after that I will show you guys what it looks like after the petroleum product has been removed from the blade. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Now, if you're still watching, what I've done in order to clean the petroleum product off the blade is I just have a basic rag and some oil. Okay, and I've looked at many. I mean, there are traditional Japanese cleaning kits for katanas, but if you're just an average Joe like me, and you're trying to save money or whatever, you can definitely use gun oil. That works as well. So I've read that that's been an acceptable substitute because it's a lubricating agent and it's steel, so it's used on steel as well. So anyway, I'm gonna wipe the blade off, petroleum product. Oh yeah, you can really see the nice hum on there. It's pretty. I mean, for $99, that's with shipping. You can't really beat that. I mean, that's. I haven't tested it yet though. I'm anxious to test it. Do a little cutting. I'm new to cutting. I do have some experience in fencing and also in martial arts, specifically Japanese martial arts, Aikido, and when you do Aikido, there's it's very much modeled after Kenjutsu, and takes some elements from that, but also, you're basically doing cuts when you're doing your technique. So I kind of did this to supplement that. I mean, I could take Iaido, but they don't offer that in my area, so I'm just kind of, an enthusiast really. So I don't expect to. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'm just giving it my best shot. So let's take a look here. The blade. I'm gonna bring the light up. The blade. Yeah, it's got some nicks. Yeah, it's got some imperfections. Nothing. Nothing like deal breaking, but yeah, I see. Okay. Well, let me take a look here. Let me look at the other side. This side looks okay. It's got some scuff marks, but I mean it's very typical, especially from what I've read. I'm not too surprised. So did a little bit of research before I bought this sword. Actually, it was kind of a hold me over really until I get my next sword. But when I get the next sword, I will certainly do a review of that as well. So we're applying the oil, right? The oil on the blade here. Yep, that's definitely making an improvement. And I apologize that the light isn't that great. It's kind of dark where I am, and doing the best that I can. So, that tip is real sharp. It's catching the rag. Yep. Let's turn it over. Some more oil. Apply that to the blade. And I intend to do the same thing when I get my other sword. Now, if you notice, on this blade it has a bohai, right? I hope I'm pronouncing that right too. Bohai, I believe it's bohai. But so that'll help me with my cuts. It's a lighter blade. It'll be better for training purposes. I don't know if this would pass in a Iaido class, if it would be acceptable for Iaido, but it is what it is. It's my first sword. It's my first sword that I intend to do a little bit of light cutting with, and when I mean light, I mean just bottles, really. So that's all I have. I am going to put the sword back in the saya here. So turn this over, and actually I'll show you. Okay. So put the sword back in. Katana. and it fits pretty nice and snug in there. I mean, I've seen videos of people doing this, right? You see that? It's good. I think it's going to be nice to draw it too. It's got a nice draw on there. So, very anxious to test it out. I think it's going to be nice. Nice first sword. And for 99 bucks, it's not bad. I mean, I just, you know, and I've checked. We've got the pegs in here are Mikugi, excuse me, and so it's full tang, as they say. But and also it's got, you know, the Minuki, which is the ornament. So yeah, I would say, you know, we're ready to go here. So I'm just gonna get the sword here for one last look, kind of without my hands all over it. Turn it. I don't know if I can. If it's gonna. Nope, the weight of it's gonna hold like that. Okay, well that's it. More videos to come.